Hi guys, and welcome to another The Beginner Experience video. Today we will briefly talk about 5 things you may not know about the game. The first thing I want to tackle is the in-game chat. You have the ability to set up your user here by tapping to the right top corner of the game and tap your username, your image, your whatever, and you may be contacted by other guys and exchange chat in here, do your influence thingy and whatever, and you may get in touch with other guys without using any other outside method. So just tap into the right corner. DC Legend will bring you to the main page. You can set up your background, image, whatever in this part, and your friend may find you here and you may exchange conversation in the game like this. The second part is how to check for your, let's say, Alliance guys roster. And the way you do this is by clicking on the top left corner of the image, then go into members, and you will see your Alliance members here. You will see a red cross near some names because I'm an officer. So you have the way to kick them or whatever. And you can check their roster by going there and then go into the lower right corner and go for heroes. So you can, let's say, know what's their favorite focus point for the legendary points, or what's their gear, or maybe some of your Alliance friend asks you, oh, I found this team I cannot beat, can you suggest me something to beat them? And you can check his roster or her roster and, let's say, plan accordingly. So you go into the top left corner with the blue people icon, then go to members, and you can click on them by doing view or here, and you will see his roster, his character. You can click on the character and check for the skills or the legendary powers, and you can even check his teams, the one that he's currently using. So that's it. You can check their position on the ladder. If you, let's say, I go on DP, I can see he has 2,580 trophies. So you can check his heroes and whatever. Another way you can check rosters is into the PvP part. You can go into the PvP, then go to the top heroes here, and then let's say we want to check our friend CR roster. You can go into his icon, click on view, and you will see his teams and his heroes. So you can check his roster and understand where he's going, what he has to upgrade yet or whatever. And again, you can check his teams or his, let's say, per character focus points or skills or whatever. And this is the ability to fully view someone roster, and this is, let's say, less interesting to a degree. If you are facing one character and you go into the battle part, you will see what he is using. But if you want to know their legendary focus or whatever, you can see only that, because as you can see there is no heroes here. You can see only that characters, gear and legendary focuses or skills allocated. So you can see if some of them is, let's say, under geared, or maybe it's not fully gear 10. This guy here today seemed like he had some guys in gear 10 and some guys that were not fully geared, because this Hetrigan score seemed strange to me. And then I checked this gear and noticed that he's not even fully skilled. He's fully geared. and this is about checking your opponent skills, gears, and whatever, or checking the top guys roster here on in your alliance. Another two questions that has been asked to me is what if today is not an event that allows me to farm, let's say, the green gear? What if I want to farm maybe some cyborg gear to upgrade him? So you go to the character, choose the gear that you are lacking. Let's say I want to farm the level 1 Astro Force energy. You click on it and you will find this menu here when you will see where you are able to buy those. And beside the first pack that are usually the sponsored one, you will see the one from the event, which has a rarity from where you, let's say, how easily you can find some gear. And obviously the guaranteed one is the best one, and then it's high, then it's rare, then it's medium, and whatever. And the order is high, medium, low, and rare. And then you can go directly into the nodes here, and you can run those nodes just to farm. As you can see, high, medium, low, medium, or go to the heroics that have a red border, and you will be able to find those gear here just by luck. As you can see here, we were finding the level 1 Astro Force energy, and here it is. So it's not 100% chance to find it, but if you are in a hurry, or if you are farming some, let's say, more scarce gear, you may use those nodes during the PvP days or whatever, just to find those missing gears, piece of gears. And seems that at an equal, let's say, rarity, so at high chance, and high chance here, you can see the 12 and the 14 energy one. It seems that the 14 one has a higher chance to drop your gears. So if you can go, if your energy allow that, just go to the higher available one. And same goes for the normal one. The only exception is, let's say you are farming the physical. Let me find some physical guy here. You are farming the physical one. If you can choose, just go to the last node of a possible to the last node of a possible chapter, because in addition to the drop rate here, you will find the green ring, the willpower ring, and the case is for, I will go quicker if I go here. This is the case for Sinestros one, where you can find the willpower rings. They are not available. As you can see, this is physical gear, and this is another physical gear, and this should be the one. Yep. Let's go to the 2. I need to find another physical gear. Yeah, so this is another physical gear, but there's no ring. So if you are farming something and you have the chance to get, let's say, node 4 chapter 1 or node Hoakordin Chambers 2, which is the 12th node of chapter 2, just go there. Just go to the last node because of the rings. And that's it about the gear farming. And the last thing that I want to quickly go to is something that you probably already know, but you know, better safe than sorry. If you want to, let's say, farm some character, you can go to the nodes in heroic mode. You say you are farming your Black Adam here or the Harlequin Magister, and you can go manually through the chapter and check those nodes, and you can run those nodes. Or you can go to the heroes here, and there's a little glitch I will talk in a second, and you can go to a character and go to the find button, and it will show where you can find it. And the first you will see the sponsored one, where these normal packs, and then you will see the chapter, which is a drop rate, usually is medium, for the shards. And it seems that you have a 33% chance to drop those shards, and sorry for the beep, and thus you will find all the nodes that you are able to farm the character. The shame is that if you have enough, let's say, I want to farm here, this one thing is not farmable. Let's say I want to farm more arrows shards because I want to. You cannot use the find button if you are able to rank up by buying the legendary essence or just because you already have those. So if I want to check which nodes Green Arrow, Emerald Archer is available to, I cannot do that. This thing has been popped up at the developers, and they know the issue, and they are probably going to fix it. But you know, maybe this is not some priority thing, it's more of a quality of life thing. And yeah, it's a little sad because you cannot show others when to. If someone asks me which are the nodes for Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, I remember by my mind that there are 3 in the first 2 chapters and 2 in the third one, something like that. But you cannot find that easily. So the first one is Hal Jordan, then you know you have an issue. And I cannot even go here because I don't have the legendary essence. He will ask me to buy the missing legendary essence for a bunch of gems, and there's not something that you even want to do. And you don't know how many times by helping some friends I ended up leveling some guys that I didn't want to spend the essence or legendary essence just to upgrade that, just because there is no chance to find those shards if you are able to rank up. And being the legendary essence so scarce, as you can see, I have so many characters that I could level up to whatever, L4, L5, but I cannot do that because, you know, it has a cost. So the ability to find those shards would have been nice to have here. Let's say I'm still farming my Yellow Hunter Sinestro, but I don't want to level up him because at the moment he's not that good. And thus, just to find these nodes, I have to rank up him first, which is not something that you want to do. So this is it. Let's do a quick recap. So let's start from the beginning. The first thing that you want to know, at least set up properly, is your account here into the in-game chat. It's so scarcely used, but sometimes you get to, let's say, interact with your favorite guys. Maybe you can find here your, as you can see, the influencer. There is 8mail, there is Joker, there is Stunner, which is Warner Bros. And you can talk to those directly into game. And thus, if you want to ask someone question and you don't want to bother with YouTube comments or Discord or Reddit, just go here, find their name in game, and you can spam them here, and they will find something to the chat. The second thing that I wanted to point out is the ability to check up roster, and you can check up the roster from your friends here by going to the top left corner, the blue people icon, and then members, and go into some of them, and you can check their teams, their heroes, or their detailed heroes. So gear set, allocated legendary points, skill points, and whatever. And another way you can do that is with your, let's say, PvP top 100 guys. You go to the PvP part and you join any kind of league. You go to top heroes, and you may want to ask, oh, why this guy is just, let's say, level 73? How is going to play into top 100? What it shows to upgrade? What is train of thoughts? And you can see that he's playing with just a couple of gear 11, 17 guys, and you can check his points or whatever. It's something nice to see, and it's doable here. And by checking the roster, you can do that into a limited, let's say, way by going into the opponent part, check your opponent, and then you can check the in detail part of their skill, and whatever. The last two things that you may not know. Today my cell phone is spamming. Sorry. And the two last things that you may not know is the ability to find some gear by going into, let's say you want to farm the energy gear, and you can go to your character, check the gear that you want, maybe not someone at gear 11. The gear that you are farming, click on the single gear that you are farming and go here, checking your event gear or the normal gear. As I said before, just choose the higher rarity one with the higher cost, because the 7 cost one will drop more than the 6 one. And same goes for the heroic part here, which are let's say bordered with a red thingy here. Just choose the higher one and with the highest cost. And the only exception about that is if you want to go into a normal one node, just choose the one with the last node of the chapter, which may be the 4th node for chapter 1 or on and on for the subsequent 4 chapters, because you have the chance to get the willpower ring, which are the green one, which are always nice to have. And the last, let's say, check you may want to do is where you want to find some character. Let's say you are farming your ogre and you go to the character, just go to the find part and you will find the nodes that she is available in. And it's been calculated that it's nearly 33% chance to drop. So you may end up going 4 days without even getting one, or you will get 3 in a day. So it's just a matter of luck. That's it. I hope that some of this helped you, and maybe there's something that you didn't know or you wanted to know. And I will get back at you in the next days. Thank you for listening, watching, or whatever. Have fun. Bye.